Run!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction Beanie Yo 747. Tighten that neighborhood, my brothers and sisters. The channel that we going to today, I used to react to way back in the day. And on this Good Friday, we gonna check out another one of their videos. And that channel that I'm talking about is True 911 Calls. Back to True 911 Calls, y'all. Hope y'all doing excelente out there today. And I'm glad that you came on back to the channel once again. To help with the bean. And the title of the video is When the 911 Caller is the Killer. Now, I'm just throwing this out there, y'all, and I could be wrong, but from the title, I'm thinking that maybe the 911 caller who is the killer, after they did the killing, they felt bad. Long story short, short story long, they instantly regretted what the freak they did. I'm thinking like this is a heat of the moment type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And just at the snap of a finger, as quick as you can snap your finger is as quick as you can pull a trigger. You know what I'm saying, man? And maybe they regretted it. But I don't know. But we're about to see. But before we see Bean Team, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you may need. Get what you need, please. We are going back to True 911 Calls. Y'all got what y'all need. Y'all ready to go? Then let's go.
In the early hours of July 6th, a frantic 911 call from a Palm Bay home set off a series of events that led to a chilling discovery.
911, what's the location of the emergency? Hello? Okay, tell me where you are and I'll get you help. Where are you?
I'm like,
What's
there's,
As soon as you tell me where you are, I'll get you help.
Man, it sounds like she trapped somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like she right now, like literally could be in a trunk of a car or something. Like that's what it sounds like. That's what I'm kind of like visualizing. I don't know. Let's go.
Ma'am, I'm here. I'm here. Do you have a piece of mail you can look at that will tell you?
I think it's 265.
Do you need police, fire, or medical assistance?
I don't know.
Okay, what's going on? Tell me what's going on and I'll know what kind of help to send to you.
Oh God. Basically I was home alone and this guy, I don't know, he broke into the house and I didn't have time to grab the phone, so I...
Do you know who the man is?
No, I don't know who it was.
Is he still in there?
I don't think so. I waited. I hid in my room for like a really long time. I don't even know how long it's been.
Okay, you've asked for how long it's been.
I'm not sure.
What did he look like?
It's hard to remember, but I think if he had, like, I don't know, like, he was normal height, I guess. If I had to guess, maybe like 5'8", I don't know. And
Is he black, white, Hispanic?
I'm not sure. And
Hold on, time out, Bean Team. Time out for a second, man. If y'all agree with me, then let me know if you agree with me. Shouldn't by now the freaking dispatcher been like sent some police to her home? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the damn dispatcher just asking too many questions in a time of crisis. You know what I'm saying? When I said earlier, I was like, man, it sounded like she trapped. Sounded like she was in a trunk. She went in a trunk, but she trapped in her own home, hiding in her room. And for all she know at this point, and she telling the dispatcher that this dude could still be in my freaking house. Like, it should have been at some point where the dispatcher be like, ma'am, we got officers on the way. But it's like the dispatcher just keep on asking questions. Am I tripping? Let's go.
I think I didn't really look that good. I only got like,
What did he do once he got into your house?
well, there was, I don't think the door was locked, but I don't think he knew that there was a hammer by the back. And
Was it your hammer, or did they bring it with them?
it was just the house hammer. It was just by the back.
Doesn't know.
It was just by the back. And they grabbed, I think, they thought the sound, they grabbed it and broke in the window.
They broke the window with a hammer that you already had in your yard?
Yeah, with the glass.
Okay, take a deep breath. You haven't heard them in a while, right?
Oh,
Was there only one person that you saw?
that I saw, yeah, there was one person.
Okay, and where are you in the house right now?
I'm just in the living room.
Okay, we already have help on the way, so just take a deep breath, okay? Have you noticed if anything is missing? Did they try to make contact with you?
No, because I brought, the only thing I was able to grab in time were the dogs, because I wanted them with me. Because I didn't want whoever it was to kill them, obviously.
Right,
So I grabbed the dogs. I have 2 dogs. I have a small Chihuahua and I have an old pit bull. I grabbed them and I ran into my room, and I don't think they tried to come in because of the pit bull barking. I think that's why they didn't want to come in.
Okay, did you hear any vehicles, or do you think they might have come on foot? Do you remember the clothes they were wearing?
I didn't really get a good look at their face, so I couldn't tell if they were like wearing a mask or something, but I get the feeling that they probably were, because if they weren't, I would have probably been able to see their face, but either way, I didn't get a good look, so I can't tell, but the clothesline, I'm not really sure, it was just a blur of like, I don't know, of like black and brown, I guess. I'm not sure.
I understand.
And now I'm wondering, Bean Team, I'm wondering, like, did she know this person who broke up in the house? You know what I'm saying? It did like, what was the purpose of whoever broke up in this house? Did they come in this house to potentially kill her, and now they just scared to actually do it because of the dog or whatever? Did they come in here just to rob her? Like, what is the reason? And did they actually know her? I don't know, man. We still got a while to go up in this first story, y'all. So we're gonna get some answers, but at least now the freaking dispatcher done said we got units on the way. I just feel like that's something she should have conveyed a long time ago instead of just keep asking questions. But anyway, that's beside the fact. Let's keep going.
And it's okay. Do you have any cameras?
Cameras? Yeah, we got one, but
Is there anyone else at home with you?
not anymore.
Were you expecting anyone to come home?
My mom and her boyfriend were out getting They were buying a bed frame for her bed, so they were out buying stuff, and it's just me home alone.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 16 now.
Oh man, I know this is really scary. But your mom and her boyfriend should be on their way home?
No, they...
Okay. Take a deep breath. We have officers that are going to be coming into the area really soon. And I'm going to stay on the phone with you just in case, okay?
Time out, Bean Team. Time the freak out. I'm having a Mr. Ballin' moment. Time out, man. I know that this first story is not what the title of this video is. My eyes getting all watery. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some thought up in it, Bean Team. Is she the freaking 911 caller who the freaking killer? Did she kill her family and now she done came up and saying all this craziness and now it's sounding like she's starting to kind of say that she killed her mama and her boyfriend or whatever? Or am I tripping? Let me calm down. Let's see.
Okay.
I think she's gone.
Okay, and officers, we have 2 officers that should be outside in just a moment. Can you tell me your name? Okay. Really well. You did exactly what you should do. And we'll get in touch with your parents just as soon as officers get there, okay? Okay.
My mom, I think... I heard...
We have officers coming. Hey, take a deep breath. The people that you're hearing, we have 2 officers there, okay? They'll usually check outside first, so you might see flashlights. They'll probably come to the door and knock here in a little bit. It's okay. You still have your dogs with you?
They're just still in my room. I didn't let them out because I didn't want them getting blood all over their paws.
Right. Well, did you say blood all over their paws?
Yeah, because...
Is there blood inside your house?
Yes.
Whose blood is it? Is it your blood or is it the person who broke in blood? Are you injured?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
No,
So
I'm fine.
it's the person who broke in. It's their blood? Where is it at?
No, I don't know if it's their blood or not, but I don't think it's theirs. It's my mom. She, from what I heard when I was hiding in my room, I couldn't warn her. It's all my fault. If I had been able to grab the phone, then...
No, nothing is your fault. If someone broke into your house, nothing is your fault. Now, I just want to confirm, do you know if anyone is hurt at your house?
My mom, she
Should there be a car that's outside?
yeah, my mom has a Toyota Tundra.
My mom's Toyota Tundra would be outside. Okay, it's all right. Take a deep breath.
My mom hit her and her boyfriend there.
Okay. What? Your mom's there?
Someone's knocking at the door. Is that
Okay. Is that the officers at the door knocking? Are the officers at the door knocking? Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure, but I think it is. Just hold on for me. Okay, it is the officer. I'm going to disconnect with you. You can go to the door. They're there for you, okay?
Okay, just
Okay.
turn on the living room light.
Yes. It's good to go. It's good to go. You're safe to go to the door. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Inside the house, police found 38-year-old Kelly McCollum and her boyfriend, 22-year-old Matthew Zenrock, dead. The caller, Kelly's 16-year-old daughter, Julia Grace Egler, now accused of their murders.
Holy fucking shit, Bean Team. I just had to get that out, man. I had to let that holy effing S out. Are you freaking kidding me, man? The way that I envisioned from the title how this story would go is just completely different than how it went, man. I'm thinking that she really was a victim at the beginning, but slowly but surely I started to say, hold up, what are you saying right now? Like she started letting out little breadcrumbs, little clues about what's really the freak going on. Wow, it's like she almost just subconsciously called the police, even though she didn't want to tell the police exactly what happened. Like she couldn't tell them exactly what happened, but she wanted to notify the authorities with what she did at the same time. So she did it kind of like subconsciously, did it without really trying to do it. But in her heart of heart, she wanted to do it. Like it's crazy, Bean Team. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I literally got a tear coming down right now. That's just how freaking invested I was right then. That is crazy. That if that ain't a Mr. Ballin story, I don't know what the freak is. Let's go.
When officers arrived, they found a disturbing scene. Kelly had been shot multiple times, and Matthew had been both shot and stabbed. Julia initially claimed that an intruder had broken into the home, but authorities quickly uncovered evidence that contradicted her story. Evidence, however, painted a very different picture.
The voice of a 16-year-old acting hysterical. As police say, she tried to make a 911 operator believe someone had just broken into her house. In reality, Palm Bay police say 16-year-old Julia Egler had just brutally murdered her mother and her mother's boyfriend.
Investigators say the teen admitted to planning the attack. According to a probable cause affidavit, she took a revolver from her mother's room, waited for the couple to return home, and ambushed them as they walked through the front door. Police reports indicate that after firing at Kelly, Julia turned the gun on Matthew as he tried to escape. When the revolver ran out of bullets, she allegedly used a knife to continue the attack. The motive? Long-standing conflicts with her mother, including disagreements related to Julia's gender transition and resentment over their relationship since Matthew was 16 years her junior. Police say the teen then attempted to stage the scene to look like a home invasion and called 911, claiming she had been hiding in her room with her dogs. But inconsistencies in her story quickly became apparent. Investigators found evidence, such as a discarded revolver outside Julia's bedroom window, a blood-stained knife, and glass fragments that contradicted her version of events.
It's horrible. I mean, I don't know the details. It's just shocking to know that that kind of violence happens, especially with a young person in this neighborhood.
Surveillance cameras showed no sign of any intruder. Under police questioning, Julia reportedly confessed to the killings. Palm Bay police said tensions had been escalating for weeks. Julia Egler remains in juvenile detention, but prosecutors are weighing whether to charge her as an adult.
Man, I honestly feel like she need to be charged as an adult, Bean Team. But charged as an adult or not, I'm sorry, man. I understand she's 16 and she young. She was young and dumb, and we have all been there before. You know what I'm saying? If you have already been 16, you know how you was at 16, and you look at yourself now, and you damn near a completely different person as far as just the way you think, the way you act, the way you everything. You are a lot more mature. I'm a lot more mature at 34 than I was 16. But at the end of the day, Bean Team, that just don't make no excuse for that freaking murder, especially the murder like that, a premeditated, a grueling murder. And even after you commit the murders, you trying to hide the murders, and she did a trash job at hiding it, showing her age too. You know what I'm saying? She literally threw the freaking gun outside her bedroom window. Like, come on, man, that is freaking terrible, y'all. But I'm just saying all this to say that even though she's 16, I feel like she should spend the rest of her life in prison. That's just how I feel about these murders, y'all. We can't be making up excuses for little kids when they do this stuff, especially a 16-year-old. Maybe if she was 6 years old, that's a different conversation. Maybe we can have that conversation, yes. But 16, nah, man. Nah, bro. She gotta be locked up for the rest of her life. That's just how I feel. Let's go to the next one.
A frantic 999 call drew police to a harrowing scene in Essex. Stephen and Carol Baxter, a married couple, were found dead in their home.
So just tell me exactly what happened from what you know, please, just so we can all go to best help.
Well, we just turned up to the house, and we hadn't really heard from anyone for about a day and a half. So we came round, and their daughter got here first, and I think they got round to the back, saw through their conservatory that they were sitting in their armchairs, not moving. There's some blood from her mouth. She's slumped over, yellow, blue fingers, cold, they're stiff, like hard.
34-year-old Luke DeWitt, who claimed to be a close friend of the couple, made the call. But as he calmly described finding them, the heart-wrenching cries of their daughter, Ellie, echoed in the background.
Hold on, time out real quick, Bean Team. Just from the first story, I got my mind on like Mr. Ballin type ish. I'm gonna throw it out there right now. Either him or the girl in the background, her daughter, they the ones who probably freaking did this ish. I'm just throwing it out there now, man. I'm just saying.
She had just stumbled upon the unthinkable, her parents' lifeless bodies slumped in their conservatory. When officers arrived, they found 61-year-old Stephen and 64-year-old Carol unresponsive in their armchairs. Luke's composed demeanor during the chaotic scene raised suspicions. Detectives soon uncovered a much darker story. Toxicology tests on the couple revealed lethal levels of fentanyl, a powerful synthetic opioid.
Police initially thought they may have been overcome by carbon monoxide fumes, but tests revealed they'd been killed with fentanyl.
Luke, the reason we're here today, mate, is I'm going to have to arrest you, mate, all right? And that's on suspicion of murder.
Fentanyl patches were found in his workplace after his arrest. He said they'd been used to treat his late father. But as detectives delved into his background, they discovered DeWitt had created fake characters to fool the couple.
Investigators then learned that the 34-year-old who worked for the victim's bath mat business, Casplash, had gained their trust over time. Over the years, Luke allegedly manipulated the Baxters, creating over 20 fake personas to control them, including a doctor who gave Carol dubious medical advice.
Wow.
Hi, Carol. It's Jenny. It's Cheryl's sister. Yes. Oh, so nice to finally speak to you after all these messages we've been doing.
He created over 20 personas, and some of these were a doctor in America who used to communicate with Carol and Stephen about illnesses that they had. Carol's behaviour became erratic because we now know that she was being poisoned on a regular basis.
This led her to take medications that weakened her health, leaving her with dementia-like symptoms. On the day of their deaths, he allegedly poisoned the couple with a fatal dose of fentanyl, then watched their final moments remotely through a camera he had installed using a mobile security app. Surveillance footage captured him entering and leaving their home, confirming he was the last person to see them alive. After ensuring they were incapacitated, he staged the scene and cleaned up traces of evidence. The motive became clear when detectives discovered that the day after the Baxters died, Luke had rewritten their will to name himself the primary beneficiary, positioning himself to inherit their assets and take over their business.
Wow.
He also stole Carol's jewelry and used his fabricated personas to convince family members of the legitimacy of the will. Despite his attempts to cover his tracks, evidence quickly piled up. Police found a stash of fentanyl patches in Luke's possession, believed to be extracted and used in the poisoning. The 34-year-old was arrested and charged with the murders, and his trial exposed the depth of his deception and greed.
And that's all is over, y'all. It's freaking greed. This is long story short, story long. He just wanted them people money, and he was willing to kill them for it.
Heartbreaking victim impact statement. Ellie described finding her parents stiff, stone cold, blue, and leaking from their mouths. She spoke of the unimaginable pain and betrayal inflicted by someone who claimed to be a friend of the family.
There was no bloody murder scene, there was no obvious murder weapon, but Carol and Stephen Baxter's deaths were acts of murder carried out by a dangerous man who clearly planned to get away with it.
In March 2024, Luke DeWitt was found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment, but in an unexpected twist, detectives have since reopened investigations into the deaths of his father and grandfather, fearing the killer may have used similar methods before. His father, Vernon, was found dead in 2021 after being prescribed fentanyl. Luke denies the charges and the investigation into his potential involvement in other deaths remains ongoing.
And you know what? I think he did kill his father and his grandfather. I thought about it at first when True 911 calls mentioned the fentanyl and his father and how his father had died. Man, this dude probably was a serial killer, y'all. He got life in prison now, and it's just like, man, the reason he did it for. It's similar to like when people kill their family members over life insurance, but this wasn't no family member. This was one of his bosses, where his boss is or whatever, and he wanted what the freak they had. He wanted it all to himself, and that's the measures that he went to actually do it. Rest in peace to the Baxters. I think we got one more Bean team. Let's go.
A frantic 911 call on the morning of April 13th led police to a tragic discovery. 39-year-old Brandon Clark had been shot dead.
What is the location of the emergency? And when I got there, bro. Hello? He turned around, bro. Hello, is anyone there? Bro, he was trying to hit me with something. And I saw him once and I ran, bro. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, this is Grand Rapids 911. What's the location of your emergency?
Where we going, sir?
911. What's the location of the emergency?
It happened on Lafayette.
Where on Lafayette?
Huh?
Where?
12 Lafayette.
12 Lafayette? Is that where you are now?
Yeah.
Okay, is that northeast or southeast?
Can I get the ambulance too?
Well, sir, I'm trying to get the address first. That was northeast or southeast?
Southeast.
Southeast? Okay, is that a whole house or an apartment?
But I'm going to... Dad, talk.
Sir, I'm trying to help you, okay?
Lafayette, please.
12 Lafayette, is that where you are now?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'm not seeing you at that location. I'm seeing you on 131. Is that where you are?
Come on, man.
Okay, what's going on? What's going on at that address?
You gotta get out, man. You gotta get out.
Hello? Hello, what is that? What is going on there?
What's going on is the dude you talking to done killed some freaking body. I didn't know that all three of these stories, y'all, like, I didn't know that was going to be the theme of this entire video was 911 callers who literally calling after they didn't kill freaking people. And he calling now, and it's like, he calling, but he really don't want to admit to what he did. You can say you can hear him saying he got to get up. Like, he kind of in denial about the whole situation. He fumbling right now. He fumbling and bumbling. You know what I'm saying? Procrastinating, so to speak. And instead of just going be like, man, I done killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking to the dispatcher like that. I don't think he had fully grasped what the freak he had done. I don't know, Bean Team. Y'all know I just be throwing it out there. Let's go.
Hello? Hello?
No, son, I gotta get to the hospital. Hello?
Why do you need to go to the hospital?
Can you come to the northeast side?
Okay, what is going on?
Hello?
What is going on?
I'm so sorry, man. The situation just happened. I panicked. Somebody just attacked me and my dad. And I'm just really scared right now. I just wanted to go see my daughter. Can you please have 911 come to the northeast side, by Plainfield? I'm trying to think of the address. I can't think of the address. Can you have them come on Plainfield by the Burger King? I just need, please, and I need the ambulance for my dad hit. Please.
Okay, where are you so I can get an ambulance to you?
I'm telling you where I'm going. I'm telling you where I'm going. I'm on the highway.
Where are you right now?
I'm on the highway.
I need you to pull over.
Man,
What happened to your father?
Somebody attacked him with a brick. Somebody attacked me and maced me. Please, can you... Please. I'm just asking.
Sir, I
please.
need to understand what happened.
Yeah, he confusing me now. Now I don't know what the freak he talking about.
Listen. I need, ma'am, please, I need the police. Can you please send out an officer to talk to me, please?
Okay, I will send an officer to you, but I need to know.
I need to send multiple officers.
I need to know where.
A self-defense situation happened. I'm telling you right now, ma'am.
Okay, it happened at 12 Lafayette Avenue Southeast.
It happened on the southeast by the beer run. It was by the gas station. A man attacked me and my dad.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Deshaun Catledge.
Okay. And where are you right now?
I'm on Leonard.
Where on Leonard?
I'm gonna be on Plainfield. Can you please? I'm telling you exactly where I'm gonna be at, ma'am.
Where are you gonna be?
On Plainfield.
Where on Plainfield?
At the Burger King, by the Burger King on Plainfield.
Okay. Let's see. You said Burger King on Plainfield?
Yes.
Okay, and
I'm gonna get my dad the phone so he can tell you. Can you please send him now?
Yes, we will have someone meet you there, but I need to know where that altercation took place at.
It took place on I'm trying to tell you it's a store. It's a beer run called the store. On Hall Street, and
that's the address you gave me.
That's my dad's address. It's right down the street from there. That's why I gave you that address, because that's the only address I could think of. I didn't know the real actual address, so I just gave you my dad's address. But it's right there in that area. It's the liquor store right there.
Okay.
And you know one thing, Bean Team, that's gonna make them look more guilty than anything? The fact that they left the scene. And I'm talking about both of them, because I'm talking about the daddy too. Because dad in the freaking car, and at least daddy should have told Deshaun ass, no, you gotta stay here till the police get here. This really self-defense. You gotta stay here, go down to the station, talk to whoever, investigators, whatever, and be 100%. Just the fact that y'all left the scene after killing this dude, and then you're fumbling. Like I said, he fumbling on the phone. He still ain't admitted to actually killing somebody. All he said that it was a self-defense act. You know what I'm saying, man? He like, bro, long story short, story long, you should have been like, man, I shot and killed somebody. That's what you should have said and stayed there on the scene. But that's the thing that's standing out to me. Why would y'all leave the area? Why would y'all leave the scene if you innocent?
And who needs an ambulance?
My dad needs an ambulance. He got hit with a brick. I got maced and I got hit, but please, man.
Okay.
I'm just really panicking right now. I'm panicking. Really. I'm just really, man.
Okay, it's okay. We're gonna get help to you, okay?
All right, I'm gonna get my dad the phone so he can please can you pull up to that Burger King, please.
Okay, who are you having an altercation with?
I don't know the guy. He walked up on me.
Rapids 911, where's your emergency?
Hello. Can you have him come to Paris Avenue Northeast?
He said.
I had him come to Plainfield.
Okay, I need to verify the address. You said 23
Paris Avenue.
28 Paris Avenue.
Northeast, yes.
Okay. What's your name?
Deshaun Catledge.
You said Deshaun?
Yes.
Okay. Is this related to Lafayette?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give me one moment.
Yes.
We'll have officers come talk to you. Do you have any weapons?
Yeah, I put it down though, yes.
Okay, where is it?
It's in my car. It's off me.
Okay, it's off of you? And it's in the car, you said?
Yes. Can you please have them come here?
Yep, they're on the way.
All right, thank you.
When Grand Rapids officers arrived at the scene near Highland Street and Lafayette Avenue, they found Brandon fatally wounded. Despite their efforts, he was pronounced dead at the scene.
The victim fled a short distance on foot, attempted to get inside a residence there, we believe an acquaintance of the victim, and died on the threshold of that residence.
24-year-old Deshaun Catledge. Catledge, who had contacted emergency services, was later located by authorities and taken into custody. Just one day earlier, Brandon Clark had confided in loved ones that he had been threatened. According to his best friend and mother of his 19-year-old daughter, Amanda Lynn, he mentioned that a younger guy had pulled a gun on him.
But he said that the dude had pulled a gun out on him, and I asked him who, and he said a younger guy. And I said, don't go back, and then the next day he went back and they killed him.
Lynn urged Brandon to stay away from the area, but he returned the next day, reportedly to settle unfinished business or possibly clear the air. Tragically, the confrontation turned fatal.
During Catledge's preliminary examination Monday, prosecutors detailed what allegedly led up to the shooting, saying there was an altercation at the Beer Run liquor store in Grand Rapids. Surveillance video shared in court shows Clark approach Catledge, who is sitting in a parked car. Shortly after, Clark is seen punching Catledge. Police say Clark also pepper sprayed the suspect. The suspect's father, Sean Catledge, gets involved. He's struck. Surveillance video then shows Clark run out of frame, followed by Catledge. Moments later, you can hear one gunshot. When Catledge returned to the car, investigators say he's heard telling his father, quote, "I just shot him."
Speaking from a hospital bed.
Boy, that video footage don't show no damn self-defense to me. You literally ran after that man. He was running away.
Where she was recovering from a stroke, Lynn recounted the heartbreaking moment she learned of his death. "It killed me," she said tearfully. "I thought he was playing with me, and so did my daughter, but he wasn't." The investigation is ongoing. For more True 911 calls,
Yeah, Bean Team, I feel like that was not self-defense. That whole story that your boy was trying to tell us was not the freaking truth. No, Deshaun, I ain't believing in that one. And we gotta pay attention to the father too. I feel like the father need to be held accountable some type of way. Now that footage may help kind of like help his case. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I'm thinking that it was more premeditated than it probably was. I don't freaking know, Bean Team. All I know is I feel like Deshaun need to be locked up for life on that one, because that was not self-defense. Brandon was literally running away, man. He chased after him. Now I'm not finna get into all that. We just seen the footage, man. We just seen the footage, Bean Team. But overall, y'all, good freaking video from True 911 calls, y'all. And like I said, man, I thought it was just gonna be one case that stayed true to the title of the video, but all three of these cases was freaking killers calling after they didn't kill somebody. And with Deshaun, in the first case with the 16-year-old girl, they was beating around the bush, fumbling and bumbling and telling stories and doing all this and that. But the second one was the one where this dude here, I guess he was so bold and brave, and what he had did to the was it the Hart family, the Braxtons? Y'all know what I'm talking about, the older couple who lost their lives. So he actually called the police and like, their daughter. He got the audacity to beat up when their daughter actually found them dead, and he called the police like that. Like for him, it's like the nerve of you to be calling the police. You know what I'm saying? But for the other two, it's like in a way. And I'm not making excuses in a way, but I think we can all kind of like agree that for the little 16-year-old girl and then Deshaun right there, somewhere in their heart they had some type of not even resentment, like regretfulness. I'd rather say regretfulness or what they had did. You know what I'm saying, man? So even if they didn't want to call the police, they still called them. And just sad situations, man. All of them really sad, especially like this last one. Like, dude, you killed that man over nothing, bro. Like, literally over freaking nothing, bro. But I guess you can say that way with all these cases being seen. And I digress. I'm gonna let y'all go. I really enjoyed myself on this Friday coming back to True 911 calls, y'all. We may have to come back more often. Like I said, I used to react to the channel back in the day. I think I did a live stream to one of their videos a month or two ago. But we most definitely gonna come back. We gonna freaking come back once again, my friends. And before y'all leave, though, just please, though, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and do all that if you ain't did that yet. And remember this, Love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.